founder of the Rural People, Ngozi Udofia, joins me now to discuss more on the plight of widows in Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so today is International Widows Day, a day marked by the United Nations to highlight the discrimination, to combat discrimination against widows. Now, this has been on since 2005.
Yeah.
How have we fared?
The thing is that the number keeps increasing, you know. If you think you have like 100 widows today, by this time next year, I bet you, I'm not exaggerating, it will be more than 100 times in the increase. So it's not just about what we are doing, it's about the impact, the effect of the little that we are doing in the lives of the widows. We have so many of them that the projects are not enough. There are so many that no matter what we do, the best that we are giving to them, it's not really enough. Because if you are supposed to do maybe HIV screening or malaria tests or something that will benefit them, either financially or as it concerns their health, by the time you plan for 1,000, you get there, you see 3,000.
So, but for, in as much as NGOs are doing their bits to ensure that widows, you ameliorate the situation, do we have policies in place to ensure that widows do not suffer because they, at the loss of their partner, they get the brunt of the stick? The
truth is that majority of our widows that are real widows indeed are illiterate, ignorant, uneducated. And so these are women that live according to the dictates of their traditions and cultures that are obtainable in their society. So they are not empowered because they are married culturally, majority of them, so they go with the baggage that culture has for them. And most of them, like I've always said, we have some places where, as a widow, the culture will not permit you to remarry. You have to remain a widow. They say once married to the man, married forever. And so, because you are married in such places, you are living within the confines of such cultures, you say that you can't do anything.
Doesn't it amount to slavery?
That's what we are saying. Most widows are actually slaves. They are slaves to culture. They are slaves to the realities of contemporary happenings around them. Because we don't even have laws that you can say we can hold to really handle these issues. For instance, when the former president was going, he came up with a lot of persons. A lot of persons said that if I lose a husband, you shouldn't force me to drink the water that is used to wash his dead body. But the thing there is that if that thing is forced on me, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to take those people to court. Now, who am I taking to court? The people who represent the relative to my children, my husband's people. Are they the people I would take to court?
So it's a roller coaster that still comes back to the woman.
It comes back to her. That's the reality.
At each point when these women find themselves in this kind of situations, what should be done? Like we always advocate, first, even before you lose your husband, there's something that is called legal marriage. Have a legal claim of this man you call your husband. Because we say that when you lose your husband by marrying him culturally, don't forget, you carry the baggage of culture when he dies. So if the culture says, well, when a woman dies, the husband people should take the land. The husband people should do this. This is what is obtainable in the culture you marry. So you have no choice than to go to get the total benefit package of the culture that befits you as a widow who has married culturally. But if you had done that, yes, I do, in the court, and have a legal marriage, then people can fight. We can say, yes, this lady is legally married. So, now you bring in the law. By law, she's entitled to this, that. Okay. But the culture will still prevail, don't you think? To a large... Even if you bring in the law. No, what we are saying is that let's have something to hold on to. Okay. It's better you have something to hold on to than absolutely nothing to hold on to. Now, if I'm married legally and tomorrow the man is not there, I can say, what does the law say about it? You understand? Yeah. I can start looking for NGO that will come help me, or this. My husband has been taking our land, our houses that we labored for and all that, they have been taken from me. And look, this is what the law is saying. But if I'm married culturally, and the culture says, well, the man's people should take over his property when he dies,
Well, if we come in, what are we supposed to do? What does the culture say? The culture said, give his people your rights. So they take your rights.
All right, Ngozi Udofia, thank you very much for talking to us.